What's up everybody, welcome back to Loida's channel. This specific video is going to be for buyers, agents, any consumers out there who may be unfamiliar with the process. Me and her are going to guide you through with a step-by-step tutorial, and we'll give you some insight to whether now is a good time to buy or it isn't. What's up everybody, this is BC. I'm here with Loida, who is a member of my team if this is your first video. I wanted to make a video today about a topic because I know I'm getting people who aren't agents yet, consumers. I'm getting a ton of people following me now, so it's not just real estate agents. And I want to talk about a topic that I'm asked frequently, and I think it's important that we come on and discuss from our perspective. And I entitled this, "Is Now a Good Time to Buy a Home in California?" And I'm going to go over some things because there's just a few things that aren't really explained that you need to understand that'll help better make the decision for you, if that makes sense. Buying a home, depending on which way you look at it and which way you come at it, is going to make sense for you now or later, right? There's never, I just want to make this advertisement, there's never the perfect time to buy a home, okay? If you're a consumer watching this, you're thinking about buying a house, there's never the perfect time. For example, right now you can make the argument that the prices are high, right? Almost unreachable. However, interest rates are at historic lows, right? So even if we see a flattening in prices, if we see a small hike in rates, even a quarter, a half a point, you just canceled out that difference in price or it leveling off, right? I'm just gonna give you guys a few tips. I'll have Loida talk too because she's closed a few buyers recently, so she can kind of walk you through the process a little bit. But this is my take. If your dream as an American, as a person, as a family, is to own your own home and that's all you've ever wanted, then yes, buy a home. This isn't just, we don't want to just look at this from a numbers perspective and all logical, and because buying a house is not a logical decision for 99% of people, right? There's the investors out there, and of course it's all about the numbers. However, the average person buying a home here, it's an 100% emotional decision. It's for their family, it's for their future. I mean, it was sold as the American dream, and if your dream, your actual dream from here, from the heart, is to buy a house, then yeah, buy it, right? Of course not. Now, I'm gonna say this, if your plan is to buy a home and then like within 2 years, flip it or try to get a profit out of it, right now, I would say don't do it. Don't buy a house. If you're gonna plan to stay at least 4 to 5 years before you make another move, then I would recommend it's okay for you to do it, right? Just a quick little blip for you guys. Of course, the market will be corrected at some point. Is it gonna crash? Absolutely not. If you've seen the movie The Big Short, you'll see how shady they were with loans, how you could just walk in and say, hey, I make 300 grand a year, and they give you a loan. That's not happening right now. We're seeing so many people. I mean, how many people have we seen get rejected recently who are okay on paper to get a loan? A ton,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So they're still too strict on the mortgage side for a crash like that to happen. Will there be a correction? Yes, of course. Nobody knows. We don't have the crystal ball. We can all speculate, right? But it's just like a roller coaster and anything else in business. There's always cycles. There's ups, there's downs, there's in-betweens, right? Think of a roller coaster. It's pretty much the same thing. I wanted to pass it to you, Loida, just so you can give some perspective to anybody watching from your perspective, from the buyer's point, just about the process of buying it, what you've seen out there as far as offers, people competing, and maybe your take on if you think it's a good time to buy a house or not.
Yeah. So first of all, if you're thinking about buying and it's just a thought, you haven't started any process, the first thing you're going to want to do is talk to a lender. You can get connected with a lender. You can shoot us an email if you're not working with an agent, or you can find an agent. If you know anyone, the first thing is connect with a lender because they're going to be able to tell you exactly how much you can afford for a loan on a home. That would be the first thing. You don't want to start looking at homes without an approval, because the way that the market is right now, especially out here in California, it's so aggressive that when a home goes on the market and it's priced correctly, it ends up getting multiple offers and it usually sells in the first week. So there's no point in you going out and looking at homes or stopping by open houses, getting your hopes up only to find out that you don't qualify for that home or it's already gone by the time you started the process of getting approved.
Let me say something too, and another thing I've seen happen that will scar you is, let's say you go look at homes, you look at a beautiful home for $600,000, and that's the one, that's your dream home. You get qualified, and now you find out you only qualify for $400 or $450. Now, moving forward, any home you look at will never measure up to that first one, and your process of buying a home will be negative, and you'll feel like whatever house you got, even if it was a great home with a great deal, you'll still feel like you got the short end of the stick because it never compared to that one that you looked at.
Yeah. So definitely don't start looking at homes until you are fully approved. I've worked with quite a few buyers that start sending me homes that they want to take a look, and I tell them until you're approved, I would be doing a disservice to you by showing you these homes.
Let's think about it this way. Let's say if you, behind the camera, hired us to sell your home and we have unqualified people coming into your house, how would you feel, right? You would be upset because you want qualified, motivated buyers in the house.
Yeah. So once you guys are fully approved, you guys are going to get an approval letter from the lender, which will tell you exactly how much you qualify for. And at that point, you can seriously start looking at homes. It's important that you have a great agent that's going to negotiate the best price and terms for you. So again, if you don't have an agent out there, you can connect with us. We know a lot of amazing agents, pretty much worldwide, that would be able to help you out. Now, when it comes to submitting an offer, writing a clean offer will allow you to get the higher chance of having your offer accepted. Like I mentioned earlier, homes are getting multiple offers pretty much everywhere, as long as that home is priced correctly. So you want to make sure that you submit a clean offer, and again, your agent's going to be the one that's going to help you with this. You want to say anything else?
Very cool. No, I just want you guys to again, I want to reiterate, if you're going to stay only a year or two, and then you plan on moving right away, don't buy, right? If you plan on staying at least 4 or 5 years or for longevity, yes, buy, because you can lock in a low interest rate, a locked interest rate, not an adjustable rate mortgage. Don't ever do that. That's what they were doing back in 04, 05. And when they kicked in and the interest rate started going up in 07, 08, that's when you saw the crash, because everybody went delinquent and nobody could buy or make their payments, right? Because you're seeing mortgages increase 30, 40, 50%. So what you can do now is, effectively, if you want to stay at least 4 or 5 years or more, you can get the house, even if you end up paying a little bit more than you thought. What you have to think about is in terms of the loan, not the price that you pay on the house. Because you are staying long term, if you can lock in a low interest rate, you're good, because over the life of the loan, you will end up paying much less in interest. Versus waiting, maybe you get a little bit 3, 4, 5, 10% less, but you pay double the interest rate. Now you're paying way more for the same house. So it really just comes down to perspective. If it's your dream, buy it. If you want to stay for at least 4 or 5 years, buy it and lock in that low interest rate. Especially now with what, FHA? What was the last quote that you got for FHA or VA? 3.75?
3.5.
3.5, 3.75. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
And people are complaining,
really
oh, they're going up to 3.75 or 4. Dude, 20, 30 years ago, the interest rates were 15, 18, 19%. Take advantage of that interest rate. But again, it's going to matter on a case-by-case basis. What you want to do is consult with agents like us who are just going to shoot you straight. And I've turned people away, and she has too. If somebody comes to me and wants to buy a house based on what they want and their criteria, and it doesn't make sense for them, I'm going to say, dude, wait or don't buy, because I would be doing you a disservice, and I don't want to put you in a situation where 30-40% of your monthly income has to go to a house that you feel stuck with, and then you're unhappy with me and unhappy with life. We don't want that. We want to make sure that if you do buy a home or sell a home with us, that the experience is great and you have a great time. Other than that, if you guys do want to reach out to us for specific questions or get connected with our mortgage lenders here in Southern California, reach out to us. Our websites are in the description, so is our email. You can find us on social media. We're not hard to find. All our information is pretty public. Additionally, if anybody is an agent watching, please refer us any business you have for LA County, Orange County, Riverside County. Our team is growing and expanding, and we can definitely service your people. Go ahead and reach out to us, and we'll take care of anybody you send our way. Lastly, did you want to plug anything, Loida, like events, products, anything?
For agents watching, I will be having an event on August 26th, and Brian is going to be speaking. All of the information for that is on my website, which is on the description box. And I also did want to bring up one thing for anyone out there that's looking to buy. Keep in mind that pretty much if you don't have, let's say, millions of dollars, your first home is probably not going to be your dream home. So don't have these super high expectations that you're going to get the granite countertops and the hardwood floors and the whole home remodeled, but you only qualify for, let's say, $100,000. So just be open to a lot of options, especially if it's your first home and you're not qualified for a lot. Again, it depends on where you're at. $100,000 in California is not going to get you anything. Perhaps in another state it's going to get you a mansion. So just keep that in mind.
Cool. All right, guys, as always, make sure you like the video, browse through the channel as there's a lot of great content, and make sure you subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.